Good morning. This is my Daisy. Every morning I take my temperature with it, and then because I'm in like a tight slumber, I just like leave it to my side. And the doggies don't normally sleep in the bed, but James is away at the moment, and we won't tell him. Just kidding. He does the same thing while I'm awake. It's just that the bed is too small for all four of us, but it's perfectly sized for three of us. Alright, so it's 5:20 a.m. but I was awake at 5, and that was the plan. The plan was to be up at 5 and out of bed as soon as possible. So it's been 20 minutes, but I haven't gone back to sleep. But these guys, will 100% go back to sleep. And I'm gonna go make a coffee. Oh, pee pee. So good. I love coffee. So it's 5:30. I reckon I'm just gonna chill out for like I don't know, 10 minutes maybe, 15 minutes, and then I'm going to pack all my stuff for the day. Alright, so it's 6 o'clock and I've got my 2 bags packed, and I just like to stand at the front door for, I don't know, like a minute, because I'm the kind of person that will turn around and be like, I left the straightener on, I left the oven on, I left the back door open, when I actually didn't. Like, I never have. But I stand here and it's like, okay, what am I going to stress about before I leave? Let me just go and just have a look at the oven, have a look at the back door. Didn't straighten my hair, so we're fine. So I just sit here and I'm like, are all the doors closed? Is everything where it needs to be? And if it is, I'm like, cool, okay, let's go. On my way to the gym, it is 6:06. First thing I'm going to do today is the 6:30 a.m. class at Seoul. Then I am going to do a couple of hours of work, and then at 11:30 this morning I'm going to see my triathlon coach, which I'm really excited about. Just arrived at Seoul for my class, and look what I found. It's my workout buddy! Yay. And my hairstylist. Oops, and my friend. Oh. I thought you were just talking about yourself. Oh, thanks. Your hair looks so good. Thanks! I got my shoes because I left the house in my Ugg boots. Cause it's cold.
Is there running today?
Yeah, there's running today. I'm getting back to the car. Are you taking 6:30? Yay! Kill me! And what's mean?
It's only Harry.
We love Harry.
We love Harry.
Can you sign me in, please, girl?
She's in.
4 hour warm up. We have 3 rounds, 12 and 15 calories on the rollers, 15 medium band and good morning, so purple or green band, 10 scap pull-ups, 10 scap push-ups, and then 5 mats left, 5 mats right, banded monsters.
How many out of your 10 rope climbs have you done?
I've done 12.
So, how many have you done, Kayla? None! But I'm vlogging.
Oh, that's cute. I'll hold the camera.
Rope climbs are my least favourite movement, and what I do when I hate movements is I avoid them and never do them, so I never get any better. Then I never have to do them, so
Love
who's the real winner here? This bitch so strong. Look at her. I was going to start at 25 and she wants to start at 45. I want to end at 45, so we'll see how this goes. Before my session with Maddie, I'm spending a couple of hours at Seoul and just helping out in reception. And we're playing a game. And Harry is telling us to draw things. And then Simone and I are doing our best effort at, oh my god, it's gone!
Yeah, we're starting on a new.
Okay. Alright, okay, so the first thing that we're drawing is a person.
It's Harry, it's the person.
Oh, Harry! Okay.
I hope that's not his hand.
Is that a potato?
That looks like that potato that you found at the bottom of the bag has a bruise on the top of it. Poor Harry, you are fucking ugly.
What are you doing? Can you see my bottom teeth?
He looks like salad fingers. I like this spoon. Poor Harry.
Well, I can't wait for spoons.
Ta-da!
Alright, let's try again.
It's gonna be hard to beat mine.
Hi, you!
Why is she so good at drawing?
Kayla's jealous.
I am! She's a good athlete, shouldn't I have the creative talents?
Just a side-by-side view.
I think this one wins.
I don't have long hair anymore.
You do now, Harry.
Hey! I didn't even get a chance to prove my body abilities.
That's enough, trust me. Hang on, wait. Give me the pen for a second. You just forgot.
I know! I couldn't even draw a perfect...
What is he? Is he an ironing board? Alright, next one.
I think we should draw a koala.
Koala.
Because I'm confident.
You would you like to go first there, Picasso? Put your voting in the comments below.
I think that, I will be the winner of that round. Start with the head.
Do you know what a koala looks like?
Yes!
The ears are just as big as the head.
Have you met a koala?
Yes!
Oh yeah, that's right. Caleb Anfield from Totally Wild.
I've hugged so many koalas. It's like a rabbit.
What is that on its face? That is not what a koala looks like. Is that its eyes? Oh.
His nose! Go away, I'm not done!
Oh, this is paining me. That looks... Is that like Peppa Pig or something?
He's got a koala baby on his back.
It's a confused koala.
That looks so much like a koala. Oh man, that's so annoying. Wow, it's coming to life. Did I like?
Have a look at Kayla's for inspiration. Yes, they've got beady eyes.
I don't even know what koalas look like.
Well, that was the point of the exercise.
Like Kayla's.
Oh, that's pretty close.
Don't! You got my to change it after looking at the photo. I'm like, I'm allowed to change it as well.
Yeah, you can change, but yours isn't going to get much better, mate. There we go, that's better.
Oh yeah, that does look like a koala. Kayla's has like hairy balls on its face.
There you go.
Oh, that's cute.
Now I'm going to my session with Maddie. So I'm really nervous because we're doing a lactate threshold test and I've never done anything like that before. Yeah, I'm kind of like a bit weirded out about the fact that my fingers need to be pricked while I'm in the car. And what I like to do when I drive, and it depends if I'm in the mood or not, sometimes I just want music, like I just want to listen to music. But this morning I was listening to a YouTube video from what's his name, Inside Quest, and it's called Learn How to Control Your Mind, Use This to Brainwash Yourself. Sounds a little bit weird, but it was actually quite cool, and it was just talking about how our thoughts control our emotions, and the things that we are anxious about or the things that we are stressed about, if we're living in the past, our body doesn't know the difference between whether or not that is a reality or if that is a thought. And if we are stressed about something, our body is going to produce emotions that are accurate for this past event, when all we're doing is thinking about it and stressing about it. So our brain responds the same way as if it was happening right now, which I thought was really interesting. So I'm going to listen to that, and I'm going to turn my camera off, otherwise my camera will probably hurl at me while I'm driving. So I will start recording again when I get to Maddie's, and I'll show you guys around. This is probably one of the coolest houses I've ever been to. So as you can see when you get here, there's like tires, ropes hanging on trees. This is his little outdoor workout area, and then he's got a sick indoor area as well. Say hey. He's setting me up.
Blood.
Yes.
Up in effort, and then just depends what your heart rate is doing and what the lactate thresholds tell us.
Awesome.
As long as you're good with blood.
Yeah, I'm fine. Not really sure what it means yet, but Maddie's got the numbers. We know where my threshold is.
Right there, pretty much.
Yeah.
So as we jump over to 4, then we start going up in here. So right in between, say 7 and 10 minutes, which is about 185.
Yeah.
Which is a high heart rate.
Yay! Yeah, so I have a high heart rate.
So next week we're going to do a 20-minute test.
Okay.
So we're going to take you right up to your maximum, and then we test your lactate at your maximum.
Oh.
So what will happen in the 20-minute test, you'll get through to the threshold really early.
Yep.
Probably within 2 minutes.
Yep.
And then you've got like 18 minutes of just full lactate coming in. So your reading at the end of 20 minutes will be, you know, way higher than this.
Right, okay.
Because you've opened up the threshold, then it just starts flooding in.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Fun times ahead.
And then 185, we want less lactate at 185.
Okay.
Because that means you're aerobic.
Sure.
Okay, so the higher the heart rate gets means we're going faster.
Yeah.
Which is a natural thing to do.
Yeah, but we want less lactate.
Less lactate at the high heart rate.
Right.
Having a high heart rate is not a bad thing.
Okay, it's the lactate.
How much lactate you're producing at the high heart rate.
Right.
Which is the difference between like amateurs and professionals.
Cool.
Okay, professionals can, you know, they can go at 180, 190, but have like 1 to 2 millimoles in their blood.
And is that
through training?
Yeah, I was going to say that takes time and specific training.
That takes training at these points.
Okay.
By training this, it's important to know this, to train this, to make it better.
Cool.
If you just go out and just start smashing yourself here at 195, 200.
Yeah, it's not smart.
You're not developing an aerobic system.
Okay, so I'm just leaving Maddie's now. Basically what we did was I would sit on the bike and I started off hitting a certain amount of watts, and then as my heart rate went up, Maddie pricked my finger for blood and measured my lactate in the blood, and then every 3 minutes he would increase the watts, so naturally my heart rate increased, and then he kept measuring my lactate. He's going to send me my results, but basically, because he's super experienced in all of this, he was able to look at my heart rate versus the lactate in my blood and figure out the line where I crossed the aerobic anaerobic threshold. And the whole idea of taking these numbers is to personalize a program to me where we're working in my correct heart rate zones so that we're training my aerobic system. I think I'm comprehending this properly. I'm sure it will take me a couple of weeks to fully grasp, but basically what he was saying is when you're working in your aerobic system, you are utilizing lactate or removing lactate from the blood more efficiently, but as you go to anaerobic or your short burst, your sprint system, the lactate builds up, and as you struggle to remove that lactate, you are basically making your life harder. So the whole idea of this next training over the next 7 months or 8 months, whatever it is to train my aerobic system so my ability to remove the lactate from my blood is improved, so that when I'm doing Bustleton, when I'm doing my half Ironman, I'm able to sit in my aerobic system for a longer period of time and essentially be more comfortable. Or I guess you'll be just as uncomfortable, but you'll be faster because you'll be able to output more, basically. Pretty complex, but that's why obviously I have enlisted the help of a professional who's able to program for me, who understands me and my body, and can write a training program that is going to be specific to me and my specific zones. So I'm so excited. I've never had something that's been completely personalized to me. I've always just been like, oh, I train to be healthy, I train to feel good, but I want to train towards an event. And for me, this is Bustleton. And having someone that I know is writing this for me is super exciting.